Damn. We in Greece, baby. We in Athens.
Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Kickable. I just put them bookers in my.
Yes, this has been a very long travel day. Technically, it is, I guess, in the States right now, it is going on 10 o'clock. No. 11 o'clock. What? Shit, hold on, 11, 12, 1. It's going on 1 o'clock. I left out of Kansas City at 5 p.m. on Friday. It is now 1 o'clock in the morning there on Sunday. Yeah, 1 o'clock Sunday morning now. So that don't really make sense. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Sorry. I left out of Kansas, which has one of the suckiest. I mean, the airport is cool, but a lot of people don't fly there. So I had to fly from Kansas to New York, which had a layover in Atlanta, which was delayed because you can't land in LGA in LaGuardia Airport after 12 a.m. and they missed the deadline, so we had to spend the night at the airport and leave out 6 o'clock in the morning. I made it to New York, hung around for a little bit, got into LaGuardia, flew out of Newark, and now I'm here. So honestly, the actual direct flight, which was New York to Athens, was pretty cool, honestly. No problems. I slept next to 2 sweet old ladies, Miss Catherine and what was the other lady's name? Wanda. Both from Jacksonville, Florida. Duval in the house. We had a good time. We was talking. All I know is I told them, hey, I'm trying to go to sleep. Like my goal is to sleep through this whole flight. And they both started talking about how they can never do that. By the time we was pulling off, maybe like 20 minutes after we pulled off, I wake up, I'm dead ass asleep. I look over and they sleep too. So I just helped them with their bags and everything. Helped one of them with their phone. Their phone wasn't working, so they done left me now. We had some good conversation. I think one of them just turned 70, the other one was 77. So we was talking on all throughout that flight, having a good time. It was only a 9-hour flight. It wasn't too bad at all. Now I'm just sitting here. I'm waiting on Chelsea, even though I don't think we got the same plans right now. Technically, our trip don't start till the 1st. It is currently the 28th, so she's going to Santorini, which was originally my plan. But yeah, I think now I am going to just hang around Athens. There's some things I want to do here. I'm like, yes, I could go to Santorini. Yes, I could do both, but we'll see. I don't know for sure when she get here, but I just want to pick up the camera, start off the vlog. We in Athens, we in Greece, baby. About to have us a good time. Chelsea hiding from me, but I don't know where she is.
Attention please, Delta Airline passengers, flight number 296 from Atlanta are kindly requested to collect the luggage from conveyor belt number 5. And clear customs
You weren't that loud.
connecting
Hi. Okay, what
cigarettes? No.
You don't believe me? I smell like cigarettes. Alright, y'all, so I dropped Chelsea off to her transfer flight. She's definitely going to Santorini. I am heading to the train. While I'm on the train, I'll go ahead and book my Airbnb. I was planning on just getting in the city. Excuse me. Getting in the city and starting to do some of the things. We're supposed to meet up. We're supposed to meet up on the 30th. It's already basically 11, 12 o'clock. On the 28th, I don't have much time to explore, and I really want to make sure I get in and have a good time. So Alright, y'all. I just booked my Airbnb and I'm trying to figure out how to get on this fucking train home. I think I just seen it pop up. Girl. Here we go. I just got into my Airbnb. This is what it's looking like. Got a nice little shower. Got my hair cut. Ooh. Crispy. Yeah. So it's pretty small, but again, it's just me. And just for what, 2 days? So, alright, y'all. I am about to shower. I'm probably gonna lay down and then I'm gonna get out and explore. Really, I'm looking for tomorrow to be the day that I do most of my activities. I'm gonna do some shit today, just to make best use of it. But tomorrow will be the day that I'm gonna go to like the Coliseum and the museum and all of these different things. We get dressed up real nice and do that. Today I'll just probably, I don't know, I'm thinking about getting a hop on, hop off like bus tour thing. Those last for 24 to 48 hours, so I think that'll be cool. And then I can also get around tomorrow using that same thing. So that's what I'm thinking, but I'm gonna take a shower right now and I'll come talk to y'all later. I did not expect the jet lag to get to me like that, but it was like 2 o'clock once I got out that shower. It's 8:30. I'm not gonna say I've been asleep that whole time, but I definitely went to sleep till like 6, and I've been on the phone with Chelsea. So now I'm about to get up. I need to get up, go eat, find something to do tonight, just because I'm gonna have an early morning, so I want to make sure I sleep. So I know that's kind of backwards, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. Alright, y'all, this is the fit I think we're gonna go with. Let's see, let's get y'all. Come on, man, stop playing me. There we go. Definitely Tony the Tiger, but feel like it's appropriate. Just go out for the night, nothing major. I got these, let's see, Steve Maddens that I got. Supposed to look like them Hermes. And I think that'd be cool. A little nightlight fit, that's cool. Alright. I don't think that's how you say it. I'm gonna keep the menu for now.
Okay.
Thank you. So I found the hookah spot that was right next to the bodega. I was actually on the way to the club, but the club don't close till 3. The lady said the restaurants don't close till 5. So I'm just chilling for now. We just strolling the night for the night. Night walker.
Something to drink?
No drink.
€4.
Okay. Alright, y'all, it's getting late, so we are going to head back to the room until the morning, because we got an early morning. I'm gonna try to ride a scooter back home, but I'm also grabbing a hot dog. Grabbing a hot dog for the crib.
Oh, this guy just now buy some food for us. He's so cool.
Yeah, I just got this big ass hot dog for $4. Well, €4. That's they close enough to me. And I brought her friend some food, but then I tried to get a taxi to the crib. It's 2 kilometers away. The man said €15. I'm cheap. I'm not spending that. I'll walk before I do that. But actually, I'm about to cross the street and try to get on this motherfucking scooter. As y'all can see, me and my Lime bike made it successfully. Cost a little under €5. I saved 60%. There's a little kitty cat. Me and the Lime bike made it. However, My hot dog did not. I could not hold it and look at directions and drive the bike. But at least we've made it home, so that's that. Good morning, y'all. I am marching like I got somewhere to be because I'm running a little late and I need to catch this bus to get to my activity today. Today we are going on a walking tour, a guided tour of the Acropolis Museum and in the actual Acropolis. So that should be fun, interesting, and informative. So I am excited about that. It's actually kind of sprinkling a little bit. It was doing that last night too. It's like, damn, if you ain't gonna rain, I don't need a little, don't make shit slippery. They already said it's slippery up there. So we trying to get down to this bus stop. I probably should have rode a scooter, but I didn't tell y'all last night. I hurt myself when I dropped that damn hot dog. So I'm just trying to get where I need to go. We need to walk real quick. I got on my Walmart shoes today. Oh, light turned red pretty fast. We are getting it. I thought I was gonna miss my bus, but thank God it came right after I got to the bus stop. And now it's actually raining. I hate that for me. That was the most quiet bus ride I've ever ridden. I thought those people could actually hear my thoughts. I'm scared.
So, you come from different parts of the world. And I don't know what you know from the Greek history. So let me start from scratch, like you know nothing, okay? And let me tell you first of all that Acropolis and Parthenon is not the same. When we say Acropolis, we mean the hill. When we say Parthenon, we mean one of the temples at the top of the hill. So two different things, alright? Acro means top. Holy city. So Acropolis was always the highest hill, always had a strong fortification wall at the top. They could see the enemies from far away, and they could protect themselves inside the walls. That was the reason of having an Acropolis. And have a look in front of me. I want you to check the thrones, of course, were for the VIP people like today, yeah? And nothing changed so far. Believe me, it's exactly the same. For religion and politicians, always, eh? I want you to check at the bottom that they all have curved names. Did you see that? Look now. The names, it's not just a name. That anybody of you can read any Greek? Or it's all Greek to you? Theos Dimitrios. That means priest Dimitrios. They were keeping the same throne as long as they were alive. When they were dead, a new priest would replace them and a new name would be carried. So all the thrones that still exist today are of the last people that used the theater. It's what I call Philopappos Hill. Philopappos was a Syrian prince that he lived in the 2nd century AD in the Roman period. And he was chased by his people in Syria. They wanted to kill him. So he came in Athens to save his life. And because he was a prince, you can imagine he was very rich. When he arrived in Athens, he loved the city so much that he became a benefactor. He did many good things in the city. He became a benefactor of Athens. So before he died, his only wish was his grave to be there, so that after his death to be able to look at the Acropolis. Very romantic benefactor, eh? So what you see today is a monument with the statues of himself and his family, and underneath this monument literally exists his grave. Don't have the roof anymore. Come a little closer to me in order to unblock the stairs. Look, we don't have the roof anymore. That's why we use it only during the summer. 1st of June until middle of October, almost every night, there is a performance here. And it's a dream of every performer in the world, believe me, to come and perform underneath Parthenon. Anyone that comes to your mind has been here. Pavarotti, Bocelli, Domingo, Vanessa May with her violin, Yanni that plays the instruments, Elton John, Rolling Stones, Scorpions, Pink Floyd, anyone that comes to your mind. If not yet, it's gonna come for sure. Yeah. Small, ionic, elegant temple of Athena 19. 19 Greek means victory. That's why. Can I confirm? So now I'm pretty sure that this is a true story, yeah? 100%. That's why I'm telling you you are so lucky. Scaffolding the last 31 years. Wow. We have the reconstructions the last 52 years. So for us, you cannot imagine what a surprise was for me to come here, Thursday, it was there. When I came on Friday, I saw it different. So it is beautiful now without the scaffolding. Let me tell you first of all, this is the back side. This is the west side of Parthenon. The front, always on the east, where the sun rises. This is where the entrance should be. Now, this is the biggest temple in Greece right now. I say right now because once upon a time it was the Temple of Zeus. The Temple of Zeus is down the hill, still exists on that side. You can visit it if you wish, but you will only find today 16 remaining columns out of 104 in total, mainly because of the Turks again. Although it was double size than Parthenon at all dimensions, we don't consider it a temple anymore. So this is the biggest in Greece right now. 8 columns at the short sides, 17 columns at the long sides, all Doric. Look at the picture, there was a huge statue of Athena inside. Huge! It was almost touching the roof, look at that. I have a better picture to show you of the statue. It was, look at that. It was made by hands of Phidias. He sculpted it himself with his own hands. Look at the man that is standing next to it in order to realize the size. We are talking about 12 meters plus the height. Mainly wooden, but it was covered with pure gold. 1 ton of gold Phidias used just for the dress. And the skin was covered with ivory imported from Africa. We don't have it anymore. It was vanished in a fire. This is what books claim, actually, the 5th century AD. Now, let me show you what Parthenon looked when it was perfectly built. This is the back side, where we are now, the west side. Look, it was sparkling white, but not just white. All sculptures and all statues on top were colorful with bright, vivid colors. Unfortunately, the colors vanished through the centuries, but we still have some original colors that we're going to see in the museum. Let me show you the other side. More or less it looks the same, but it's not the same at all. Have a look. All the difference is in the sculptures, and the sculptures describe different myths. Let me tell you that here, this city, once upon a time, now we have to pretend that we bought the time machine. Okay, let's pretend that we are traveling back on time, and we are moving back to to 5000 BC, prehistoric time. Back then, this city here was called Kekropia, out of the name of the first king of the city that was called Kekrops. And he was half snake, half human. He was the one that decided who is going to be the god protector of the city. There were 2 candidates. It was the goddess Athena, daughter of Zeus, the goddess of wisdom, and god Poseidon, brother of Zeus, the god of the seas. So both of them should be presented with a gift, and the gift that would be most precious for the city would define the winner. So first, god Poseidon took his trident, and he hit his trident down, either you believe it or not, where the big hole is, and water came out. And the citizens approached to drink the water, but the water was undrinkable, as it was salty. You see, he was the god of the seas. So this was not a very precious gift for the city, and it was the turn of the goddess Athena. She came right here, she just touched the ground, and the very first olive tree came out, full of olives. And this was a very precious gift for the city, because the citizens could eat the olives, could make olive oil, and also use the wood of the tree. So she was the winner, and since then, the prehistoric time, the city changed name from Kekropia to Athens, because she gave her name to the city. And since then, she was considered the goddess protector of the whole city.
It rained on us real bad. People were prepared. I was not. And man, extremely glad I did not wear the outfit I wanted to wear, because that would have took me out. The lady said this was the first rain that they've had since March, the day that I come. Crazy.
If you believe that the bachelor party is an American custom, you're wrong. Bachelor parties existed since the antiquity, and they were very similar to the bachelor parties of today. I mean, both the bride and the groom, one day before the wedding, they had to be separated, and they both had a nice party. The bride at home with her friends. They had wine, they were singing, they were dancing, and her friends had to take one of them, especially made just for the bride. They had to go inside the ancient market. They had to find there a very special fountain that was called Kaliroi, with crystal clear water, fill this in with this water, go back home, and wash the bride ceremonially before the wedding to purify her. On the other hand, the groom, together with his friends, they had a very nice river party. Two rivers existed in Athens. They do not exist anymore. They became states, unfortunately. Ilissos and Kifissos. Ilissos especially was passing in front of the Panathinaike Stadium. If you visit the stadium today, you can see there's an avenue in front. This avenue once was a river. So there, they also had a nice party with wine, they were swimming in the water, they were both purified. So after the next day, they could have the marriage. After the marriage, they had to dedicate all of these vases to the same cave, the cave of the nymph. Huh? Now have a look at this owl. The owl was the symbol of the goddess Athena. The goddess Athena, I remind you, was the goddess of wisdom. The owl represents the bird of wisdom. And for us, the Athenians, as a local I'm talking now, we love owls in Athens. We love them. We believe that they bring good luck to us. Don't read the signs, because I want to ask you, I want you to guess what this might be. As you see, they keep it open with 4 blocks over there in order to see it up and down. Can you guess what was the use of this thing? Let me tell you what this was, because I don't believe you can find it. This is the oldest and the biggest piggy bank. They were dropping coins here. You see the small hole?
Yeah.
All the coins were gathered down there. These, if you remove these blocks, this was actually joined and it was locked with metallic strips and a key. The locker is in front still. Okay, this was very heavy, as you can imagine. This was not in a house, this was outside Aphrodite's temple. Aphrodite was the goddess of beauty and love, so she was protecting the newly married couples. So this was on the way going up the Acropolis, but on the other side, that we didn't go up. So people after the marriage, that we already saw, the marriage, they had to go there and drop a silver drachma. So this was always full with big money. I want you to guess who had the key. It was outside of a temple, I repeat. The priest, of course. Didn't I say before that nothing changed so far? It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. Let me show you what this was once upon a time. The pediments were always 2. And they were at the top of each temple. Here it is. Look, you see the triangle top? 2 pediments existed, one in front, one at the back. But this picture and this pediment comes from Parthenon number 1. And we still have original colors. Look at the colors. These colors date 2,600 years. Can you believe that? I mean, how come we have original colors at number 1 and we don't have a number 3 that is more recent? You see, these pieces were buried in the ground by the Athenians when they came back and they found everything destroyed by the Persians. They buried them, not to protect them, to honor them, like they were dead people. So the humidity of the ground kept the colors on. Look now, you can't imagine the party that our archaeologists made when they found them. Look, in the middle is a bull. A bull, 2 lions on both sides were trying to kill the bull. On the left corner is the demigod Hercules that is fighting with the sea monster Triton. And let me show you in detail the other corner, which is the 3-bodied demon. Look at that. When I say demon, don't mix it up with the demon of the Christian religion, that means evil. For the ancient Greek religion, a demon was not necessarily bad. As you see, they are smiling. 3 bodies that are joined with 1 snake tail. Look at the snake cake colors, still so vivid. Look here, the red and the black, it's crazy, after so many centuries. Now look, the first one, all the way from the sea, symbolizes the water. Tools are copies of the original ones, are not the original, but I want you to understand that they were making all sculptures with simple tools like this. Make a turn and have a look at the colors. Today we are used to use chemical colors. Once upon a time, look at what they were using. Natural colors from stones. Look in the middle, they were grinding the stone and they were taking the colorful powder, and after they were mixing this powder with melted wax. Here we have the same stones that we saw here. In the middle we see the powder of the stones, and underneath we can see the result when this is mixed with melted wax. In the museum they can give you an idea, because here with the air conditioning it doesn't melt. Outside they cannot do it. Look, this is what we're going to see. This pediment, the one of Parthenon number 3, the front side, the east side. So the top, the very top. This is the most important myth of all. We're talking about the birth of the goddess Athena. Look now, Zeus is in the middle, sitting on his throne, okay? I'm not talking about the affairs, because he had many affairs. I'm talking about the official wives. There were 2. Before Hera, that is the well-known wife, he was married to Metis. Metis was a nymph of the oceans, and she was pregnant. So Zeus here was very curious to see what the baby is going to be. So he went to Delphi to have an oracle. But always, the oracles from Delphi always had a double meaning. So they told him, if it's going to be a boy, he's going to take your throne. So he was scared. So he had swallowed his pregnant wife, all of her. So after 9 months, he had a terrible headache that he couldn't stand. So he asked Hephaestus, the one with the axe, to open his head with the axe because he couldn't stand the headache. He was immortal, he was not afraid to die. So out of the open head of Zeus jumped the goddess Athena, the way you look at her, not a baby, a woman fully armed. And all this happened in front of the astonished eyes of all the other gods. Look at the face of Poseidon here. He looks so surprised. Look at Hermes. Hermes is looking on the other side saying, what is happening here? Not even the gods could believe their eyes. That's why the goddess Athena is considered to be the goddess of wisdom, because she came out of the brains of Zeus. You remember who won this fight? Who won?
Athena.
Athena, correct. Look all around, all these people are the people of Acropolis, the city before changing name to Athens. They wanted to see who is going to be the winner. Now, I will explain you why we have to walk in this room, why this reason is important. Do you remember when we were climbing the hill that I told you that this room, especially this room, is slightly twisted from the rest of the building to be exactly parallel to Parthenon? Remember that? It's not just parallel. It has the exact same size as Parthenon, the exact same orientation as Parthenon, and the exact number of columns as Parthenon's, 17 and 8. On purpose, they left them still and simple. They didn't want you to look at vacancy columns, they wanted you to look at the original sculptures around. So look why we have to walk. You were not able to enter Parthenon at the top. Were you? This is your chance to walk in this room like you walk inside Parthenon. It's exactly the same feeling that we have here. I've been doing it as well. Just ahead, you know why? Now, I wanted to show you something else. You can see, of course, the store, the shopping mall, the theaters, everything. But I want you to check the inside of Parthenon. Look at the golden statue. In front of the golden statue was water. Look at that. Existed really water back in time. At the top of the heads, all of them, they have a black ribbon left. You see the black ribbon? This black was left on purpose by our archaeologists in order to show you how black they used to be when they were brought here. They were broken, we don't have the colors, they vanished through the centuries, but they still look good. It's amazing. But I want you to think how many centuries later this happens. Because we are talking here about one piece of marble, and you can still see she's headless. Now you know why, yeah? Christians took off the head. But look how charming she looks. What she's doing, she's trying to tie her sandal. That's why she's bending like this. And you see, it's her perfect body behind the transparent dress. One piece of marble, so beautiful, 2,500 years ago. Incredible. And imagine it with colors and with golden details. Not only this, the whole wall.
Tour's over. I am now walking the excavation part to see the ancient ruins that's underneath the museum. I'm so sorry, y'all. I done already ate my salad, but I had a Greek salad, got a gyro, draft beer, 19 euros. Messing with it.
She tells him like after this, and then she turns around and just goes. So it was, yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. Oh, that's a nice picture. Thank you. Excuse me. €4.
It's no longer free. Those are just like
I didn't really get any footage on the hop on, hop off bus, but I did get a little bit of sleep. I just dropped me a Red Bull, so hopefully that get me where I need to be. I'm walking somewhere right now. I have no idea where I'm at or what this is. It looks like some type of park. I'm hoping that it let me go over there, but I don't know. I see other people walking over here. I would just hope all these people are just chilling at the park. I know Big Mama feeling it because I'm feeling it too. They know they dead ass wrong for putting that man up in here like that. He must have been a little big because I feel like he could have slid out the bottom or the side of that. I ain't gonna lie, this kind of big too. It's kind of spacious. Definitely give a studio. I'm out of breath, but I made it. What a view. Let me call my mama. Y'all, we made it to the top. I was on the phone with my mama for a little bit, showing her. But we're up here. Look at that back there. Y'all, I don't know if I caught that story, but this is the guy and his wife and his daughter, his family, his kids, whatever, who asked to be buried right across so that he can look at it. So he can see that pantheon while he's dead, I guess. Let's see what we got going. Everything to light up, and look at how beautiful that is. Look at the sunset in the background. Oh. Look at the moon. Beautiful, beautiful. Everything is so beautiful. I'll walk back up this hill. I actually want to shout out LA because I feel like that little mountain shit that I climbed up there has prepared me for this. Yeah, it's about time now. About time to leave. About time to leave. Yeah, it's so pretty. So beautiful. Alright, y'all. I made some friends at the top of the hill. Josh and Jessica. They invited me to their taxi, and now we are at a pizza joint. They are pretty cool. They're Canadian, and we've been having a lot of conversation. I didn't record them in the car though. Alright, y'all, these are my friends that I met. We just sat here, ate pizza, and talked for like freaking an hour and a half, 2 hours long. This is Jessica and Josh. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Alright, y'all. Yeah, my mama making me talk to her while I walk home.
Yep.
Shit, like I'm not good in every hood. What would that mean? Shit.
Let me go ahead and Google the number how to get in touch with the U.S.
Embassy.
Embassy.
I got a little lime bite, but the way I hurt my ankle last night, I'm not getting on that bike. Let me see where I gotta turn at. Let's say I need to turn right here, I think. Yeah. This must be my street. Ah, it's a car. It's the hill for me.
You see where you at now? You know where you...
Yeah, I know where I'm at. I got like another 1 or 2 blocks. Then they'll be up on my left.
You need to hurry up.
Mom.
Shit.
It's a hill. Look at the kitty cat.
It's coming towards you.
No, he eating. Hey.
I wonder if you talk to us in a different what language over
They
there?
speak Greek. Oh, he left. He ain't like you talking about him. He look hungry. I wish I could have gave him my hot dog. Oh, almost ran down the middle of the street.
Hurry up, hurry up.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Alright, y'all, we wrapping this vlog up while I am getting some things out the way. This is my last night in Athens. It was supposed to be like a good 2-day megaish, but y'all saw what happened yesterday. I knocked out. So overall, I want to say like I think it was cute. It was a cute little trip. Like I feel like from jump, like the people was cool as fuck. Like I met so many people who was just so chill and like even from the plane ride, I was sitting next to my golden girls, you know what I'm saying, some old ladies, but so sweet. And we just talked and had a good time the whole trip. And, I mean, well, you know, the whole ride. Helped them grab their luggage, all of that stuff. Like, it was cool. It was cool. That was cool. Met up with Chelsea. But even on my train, I took the train back into the city. And at some point, I fucked up my Google Maps. So a lady saw me kind of struggling. She got her and her husband both was like helping me with the map, trying to figure out where the hell I needed to be. I had done stayed on the train too long, and she was like, "Well, the stop that you need to get off at now, it's where our hotel is. So if you can't check it to your Airbnb, I know you don't know us, but you can keep your luggage in our." I appreciate you being helpful and all, but I'm okay on that. So that was that. But today I feel like I met so many people today. After I finished up the tour, the tour was amazing. It was just me, you know, having somebody so knowledgeable about the history, so passionate about the history, bitch. I felt like it was some people in our group and they're from London, and I was like, girl, how y'all feel? Cause she bragging on the Brits, baby. She mad about that, and as should be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was, you know, very like interesting part. I got to do all the things that I wanted to do. I like ever since I went to Rome and got to see their Colosseum and stuff like that. I wanted to come to Greece and do the same. I enjoyed it. After I left there, stopped, got some food, and that was had some people sitting next to me. We chatted it up the whole time. There was a girl there. Her phone died. I let her hold my charger. She was just so grateful, so sweet. Having cocktails and cheersing with the people next to me, like it's been a cool trip. When I went up to go climb up to see the mountain shit, met another couple there, and I'm like on the phone with my mom, showing her shit, and like I'm leaving out, and they see me at the bottom, and they like, hey, we're about to catch a taxi. You want to come with us? I'm like, all right, mom, I'm coming back. I get into the taxi, she yelling, now don't you? And I hung up the phone. Oh, we all went out. We had like, what's going on? I'm not waiting enough time. That's what's going on. What? Wait, what? Okay. Fuck it. I don't need to put it in this back on top of. We went out. We did. The lady Jessica. She was mailing postcards to her family. She said it's something she's been doing since her teens when she go out on vacation. But we sat at this pizza joint and we talked for probably like 2 hours. So that was just really cool. They was from Canada. So we just talked about some of everything, politics, talked about traveling, talked about like the happiness and the joys of life. It was such a great conversation. I honestly didn't want to, like, at a certain point, I felt like sad that I know we had to part. So it was just, overall, today was just a good day. Got like 20,000 steps in today, baby. I walked around Athens for show, and I was trying to tire myself out, but here it is, going on 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm wide awake, and my flight takes off at like 1:30 tomorrow, so I'm about to wrap this up. I need to go ahead and pack back up, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all enjoyed the vlog. I enjoyed my day, so I mean, that's all I can tell you. But tomorrow, I think all of us are heading over to the first place where we all supposed to be meeting up at, and then the day after is when the trip actually starts. So hopefully I can get on a sleep schedule tomorrow. Oh, my best friend's calling me. So hopefully I can get on a sleep schedule tomorrow, but I will talk to y'all later. Peace.